Stress is as important to the human being as the waves are for the ocean. And this is why I just like to inform you on stress. But did you know that stress was classified health enemy number one? Well, in some degree in our personal life, we all experience stress. And it is quite normal because the value that we place on achieving our goals is central to our ability to deal with stress. And as human beings, we're led by what we want to accomplish. But what is stress? Stress can be defined as a feeling of emotional or physical tension. It can come from any event or thought that makes you feel frustrated, angry, or nervous. So these feelings may lead you to causes and effects that might be good or bad. Now, let's talk about the causes that can stress you as an individual. Many are causes that can stress you. For example, fear and uncertainty. Fear and uncertainty can stress you significantly and prevent you from living the life you set your mind to. Because when you regularly think about a threat and you have no idea of how you will deal with it, that can stress you, especially if you feel like you have no control over such an event. Though the possibility for the event to be turned into a disaster might be very rare, but media have that capability to make it seem as if it is more likely to occur than it really is. Another example, of course, that can stress you is unrealistic expectations. People tend to set the goals very high, but when you set your goals too high, you might don't achieve the result expected because remember that we all have flaws and we need to be aware of that and plan reasonably. As a result, if you expect to do everything right all the time, then you're destined to feel stress when things don't go as expected. And further, let's talk a bit about the effects of stress because a stressful situation will always have some effects on a person's experience. And one of the effects that stress might have on a person is the fight or flight response. The fight or flight response is a situation where your body launches a physical tension, a physical response. Your nervous system springs into action, releasing hormones that prepare you to either fight or take off. In fact, you'll have to make a decision on what you want to do in a short amount of time, which translate into an acute stress. But in addition to the acute test, talking about the fight or flight response that lasts for a while, we have a stress that lasts a little longer, which is a chronic test. A chronic test is when uh, your system stays activated over a long period of time. That can lead you or aggravate more serious health problem. And at this point, we need to figure out how we will overcome this stressful situation, though not very rapidly, because this kind of stress is permanent. And based on all of this information on stress, causes, effects, we believe that stress is an important it is an important issue to consider, and we need to provide some tips that would help anyone to better cope with it. By having this capacity to make you feel frustrated, angry, or nervous, a better way, according to my research, to deal with stress, or in other words, a solution to stress would be taking good care of yourself by eating healthy, getting plenty of sleep, exercising. And if you feel stressed, just if you feel stressed out, just take a deep breath and take a break. But one thing I want you to remember is that feeling stress is normal, but the difference resides in how you manage it. Thank you very much.